Category 2 hitting Halifax just 10 minutes ago. Now it's Category 1. So this is tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, winds 85 miles per hour. By 1:30, it's just off the coast of Nova Scotia. And there are hurricane warnings up. And I think hurricane force winds will be buffeting the coast by early tomorrow afternoon. Then it runs essentially either side of Halifax across. It still is a Category 1 with winds 80 miles per hour. That's kind of incredible, actually. Then it begins to move off into the Atlantic. All right, so what does that mean for us? Well, a lingering effect is what we call rip currents. And I'll tell you what, anytime you go to the shore in the summer or anytime you go swimming, you should always study the ocean before you go in it. And you can spot these pretty readily. This is a rip current, and it's the water rushing from the land back out into the ocean. And it can become a very strong current. And here's the deal. You don't have to panic, but you have incoming waves. That's normal. And most of those waves go back out gently. But sometimes you get a little river, and that river is the rip current as the currents go back out into the ocean. What do? Well, you don't try to fight it, that's for sure. You don't panic. It can pull you under, even if you're a super strong swimmer. So what you do is you just simply swim parallel to shore until you get out of that foam, and then you can turn and go back to shore and use the waves to get you back into shore. If you want to see a really cool explanation of this, check out my Facebook page or my Twitter account. Melissa did a great job at the beach explaining this. Okay, next 5 days. Well, in the wake of Dorian, it's going to be really pleasant. Low 80s tomorrow, low 80s Saturday, Sunday, mid 80s on Tuesday. Yeah, the heat comes back near 90 as we get into Wednesday of next week, but still a spectacular weekend. Now, the reason why we're talking about the rip currents is because people will be tempted to swim. It's going to be gorgeous at the beach. Upper 70s tomorrow, mid 70s on Sunday, then rain showers come back on Monday with temperatures going back into the mid 70s. So that's why we say go to the beach, enjoy the beach, but don't get in the water. I don't know. Leslie, could we diagram a nicer weekend?
Perfect.
83, 65 is the low downtown. That means 50s in the burbs. 81 on Sunday, still beautiful. Low of 65. That means another night of 50s in the burbs. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Headlines look like this. We're looking at really a super weekend, warm days, cool nights. Some would even say chilly nights. Isolated storms possible Monday, hot by Wednesday. Temperatures go back near 90 by the time we get to Wednesday. So here's Futurecast. 7 o'clock in the morning, look at all the 50s. How nice is that? 56 in Gaithersburg, even 63 in D.C., 60 in Fredericksburg, 57 in Frederick. And then by the time we get to 10 o'clock in the morning, still upper 60s, low 70s, a nice refreshing northwest breeze. By 1 o'clock, it's around 80 downtown. I think some of the northern suburbs will hold in the upper 70s tomorrow. By 6 p.m., it's 82 in D.C., looking at 80 in Frederick, but 78 in Gaithersburg. And then by this time tomorrow night, temps back in the 60s to low 70s. Another cool night ahead. So really pretty sweet. Low 80s tomorrow, low 80s on Sunday. Beautiful and beautiful. And then Monday, right now I wouldn't plan around it, but an isolated storm is possible with highs again in the low 80s. Mid 80s on Tuesday, then near 90 Wednesday. Then here come the storms. A couple of storms on Thursday, a 90. Better chance for storms on Friday. We're still in the mid 80s.
What was all that noise in the corner? Hooping and hollering.
There was a little bit of that going on. The gnats always do this to me. You can hear it going on. You can see some dancing. A little bit, look at this, a little Zimmerman dancing, but was it too little too late? I'll let you know about the dugout dance coming up in sports next.
WUSA 9 Originals has been investigating the grim conditions military families are forced to live in. Now we go toe-to-toe with the Navy.
Do you think they deserve an apology?
What they're doing to make these houses safe, Tuesday at 11.
Deets nuts. What are those? Deets nuts. Deets and Watson. Deets nuts.
Those are nuts.
Deets nuts aren't nuts. Deets nuts are meat nuts. Can I get one of those? Go ahead. Hey, Chris. How Deets nuts taste? Are they delicious? What a fun snack. Deets and Watson. Deets nuts are meat nuts. Meat nuts.
Power is a 12-inch touchscreen, one that can see 360 degrees. But when you surround it with 19 speakers, back seats that do front seat things, and end up Motor Trend's 2019 Truck of the Year, that's the power to innovate. Come to Ram Power.